up, Taco Crew? Can you hear me now, Steve S? I hope I'm coming through your speakers loud enough because I'm coming at you tonight. Let's talk about Raw. Let's talk about wrestling. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? My name is Jesse, A.K. Hey, your very own one and only Chi-Town Smart Man. Sorry about the music, guys. I left it at the last volume that I used it at, and I never turned it back up, so shame on me, man. What can you do? What can you do, man? Here, let's adjust it right back to where I had it originally, and we're gonna go from there. What song did I leave off at? I don't even know. I don't know, but that's fine. How is everybody feeling tonight? Let me find my chat, man. Let me see who's here joining me. Oh, damn it, I'm in the wrong venue. Hold on, close your eyes. I'm not here. Close your eyes. None of you are closing your fucking eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, now open your eyes. There we go. There we go. None of you saw nothing. Let me pop you guys out. And let me see ya. I lost my taco crew. I lost my taco crew. There you guys are. There you guys are. All right. It is magic. What is going on, Just Eric? What's going on, Steve? What's going on, Hollywood Eric? And by the way, Hollywood Eric, thank you so much for your 3rd month as an exclusive Taco Crew member, bruh. To celebrate my 3-month anniversary with you, the Taco King, and the Taco Crew. Been enjoying your reviews and your reviews with JD. Keep it up, bro. I will absolutely keep it up. Thank you so much. And for those of you who did not close your eyes during that transition screen, I know who you are, and I will come and find you. By the way, for my New Yorkers out there, did we get rid of those flying, venomous, poisonous murder spiders yet? Has anyone seen them? Has anyone seen them? Are they gone? Because if they not gone, I ain't showing up, bruh. I am not showing up. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Are these guys still yapping over there? Let's check in on these guys. Are they still yapping away? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it as they wrap it up. I know they are winding things down now. Follow me on social media. If you have not already, please at Chi-Town Smart on X. And the real Chi-Town Smart on IG. Get your memberships in, just like my man Hollywood Eric did. Get those exclusive emotes, including the the brand new ones, man. We got the egghead there. We got No Diddy. We got the No Diddy emotes. If you are a Taco Crew member, feel free to flex those emotes whenever you feel necessary. Also, if you have a super chat that you would like to get in, get those in. We will either get to them during the show, at the end of the show. It depends. We'll see how the show goes. Oh, I forgot. We got the new lurker emotes. If you're hanging out, watching the stream, and you're not in the mood to chat, you just want to chill, let me know when you're there by dropping those lurker emotes. Just drop those lurkers. I love my lurkers, man. I love my lurkers. So I'm hearing the Roadster. I'm hearing the Roadster showed up at the PC. How'd that go? What did Cody have to discuss over in NXT? Was he there to talk about Sexy Red getting arrested? Was that on his mind? Was he there talking about how Sexy Red is not that sexy? Maybe it's just me. Am I the only one that finds Sexy Red the polar opposite of sexy? Is it just me? Is it a me thing? Like, I have this thing about just tats. First off, I got this thing about tats on women, and that's just a me thing, and I get that. I get that, so don't flip out on me on that. But tattoos all over your fucking face? No, man. No. That's an immediate. No. And then just the way she carry herself, man. Man, that's not for me, man. That is not for me. Sexy Red is not my speed. If you want to get a female celebrity out there, give me a Megan. Give me a Megan out there, bro. You give me the Stallion out there, bro, and we don't need no unsexy Red. Woo! Man. What made them Sexy Red? I don't know. It just seems like trash to me. Sexy Red just comes off as trash to me. If Sexy Red is your thing, I won't knock you for that. But if you want to bring in a female artist, bring me Megan, bro. And then we can talk business. If you're just filing in, make yourself at home, man. Pull up a chair. Pull up a seat. What is going on? What is going on, Randy? What's going on, Brian? Mike. Good to see you, Mike. Eddie, I saw you over there in the other stream, man. I saw you said you'd be here, and here you are, Eddie. I see you. Just Eric. What's going on with you? Michael, David. What's good? I have no mods here tonight, man. What is going on? I need to reevaluate my mod list because last time I checked, it was maxed out. Got too many mods here and not enough modding going on, man. I can start by demodding my wife. I can start right there. Start off right there. Mr. Samuel Sneed. What's going on with you, man? How's the DPG? What's going on with you? Speaking of, DPG got a new video out, new song out. Snoop, RBX, Lady of Rage. They got RBX, Corrupt, Daz. Man, oh man. Gotta admit though, man, watching that video with the dog pound, these dudes just look like somebody's just old uncles out there now. trying to dress hip and be cool. And I hate saying that because they all in my age bracket, right? But that's what they come off to me. They just try to, they come off as they're trying to be hip uncles. Still wearing black leather coats like that's the in thing to do. All right, man. I give them credit, man. They doing their thing. Snoop trying to do a little comeback, a little resurgence. Bless his heart. Might be time to just stick to hanging out with Martha Stewart. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the show. As I'm blabbing on. I like blabbing and hanging out with you guys, man. It's fun. I enjoy it. I think I'm going to do it a little bit more often, man. As a matter of fact, I am going to do a live watch along for Clash at the Castle, bruh. I think we are going to do that live watch along, man, because I have not done a watch along in a while, and damn it, I want to do a live watch along. So you know what? I think I'm going to do a live watch along this Saturday. Probably in lieu of my Collision review, because my God, man. Look, I dig AEW, man. I do. They do so many good things that I enjoy. But Collision has become absolutely unwatchable to me, man. It is just so bad. It's so boring. Maybe it's just a me thing. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. Turn that music down a little bit. I don't want it drowning me out. I just want it barely in the background. There we go. Collision is unwatchable, bro. Rampage don't even exist as far as I'm concerned. Rampage doesn't even exist. They might as well call it dark. And Collision is getting to that level as well. The show opens up Monday Night Raw. You get a montage of everybody arriving. Does the camera crew just sit around the entrances and wait for stars to arrive? Is that what they want us to believe? Because I know they got like a 1 o'clock call time. So the camera crew is either sitting there watching them, waiting for them to arrive, or they get there, they arrive, then they get their makeup on and everything else, then they go back out and they walk back in. I don't know. This is something I always wondered about. Like, all right, crew number one, you go sit there and wait for Damian Priest to walk in. Have him walk in. You know. Crew 2, you go watch Bayley walking in. It's just so weird. Drew McIntyre opens the show, makes his entrance, comes out, and as usual, whenever they see Drew McIntyre, they start chanting for CM Punk. Why? Because Drew McIntyre and CM Punk have been on an absolute troll fest with each other over the last few weeks, and my prediction is this Saturday that continues with CM Punk costing Drew the world title against Damian Priest. I mean, it all makes sense, right? It all makes sense. I mean, it looks like that's what we're leading to. They're trying to drag this injury out. I thought Drew McIntyre was injured himself, by the way. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't that serious. So they're going to drag this out a little bit. Try to get Punk healthy enough to have a match. Hopefully he won't get injured again before his next match, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. He talks about how it's just 5 days. It's just 5 days before he gets to get into the ring with Damian Priest. Says he's focused on being your new world champion after Clash at the Castle on Saturday. Right away. Judgment Day comes right out. They ain't having that shit. Damian Priest says he's making excuses already and he wants to talk about making this personal. He said, nah. He made it personal now by saying he needed Judgment Day to retain. Priest said he don't need Judgment Day, bruh. I don't need Judgment Day to keep my title. I actually believe him. Drew McIntyre has, I'm sorry, not Drew. Damian Priest has made, it feels like Damian Priest has made the Judgment Day just seem like a bunch of lackeys. A bunch of lackeys that he feels sorry for. You know? And he just tolerates them. And it just seems like they just can't do anything right. So I believe him when he says he doesn't need Judgment Day to win. So, Damian Priest says, fine, you know what? Let's squash this right now. You go one-on-one with Finn Balor. That's what you do, Drew. You go one-on-one with Finn Balor. And if Drew wins, and Damian's not worried about it because somehow Damian Priest just assumes that Drew cannot beat Balor. But if you do beat Balor, then Judgment Day is banned from ringside for their main event match. So there you go. Simple, easy. You win this one, there's no Judgment Day. If you lose, there's all kinds of Judgment Day. So that's how that one goes. Drew says that he has to respect a man who can dig his own grave, and he's going to beat Finn Balor and then humiliate Priest and stand here next week as the World Heavyweight Champion. So there you go. I love Drew's work right now. I love Drew McIntyre's work right now. I love what he's doing. He's in a weird place when it comes to what kind of character he is right now, because he's coming off as a heel sometimes, but then he comes off as a decent guy. He also feels like that he's right. It feels like everything he's saying is true when he does come off as a heel, but then there's times where he's interacting with guys like Sheamus in the back, and they're broing out, and he's calm and cool. He's not a tip. Drew is on a whole nother playing field right now when it comes to his gimmick and what he's doing. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying Drew McIntyre's work right now. We get a recap of last week where Dominic got a boner in the ring from Liv Morgan. Then tonight, Dominic runs into Liv backstage, and she says she thinks he wants to see him. She thinks he wants to see him, and she doesn't think a man like him should be with a girl that makes him call her mommy. Bruh, you know Dominic is walking around with a permanent chubby, man. That guy is living the life. He is living the life. So Dominic, so Liv said that, yeah, you don't want to be with a girl that makes you call her mommy, and he should be with the girl that calls him daddy. And she'll be in her hotel room, and she gives him a key. Man, bruh. Liv Morgan just gave Dominic the key to her hotel room. How is this man? I mean, I don't know, bruh. Shout out to Dominic. Shout out to Dominic. We get our first match up tonight. We get Iyo Sky versus Lyra Valkyria. Iyo Sky. Still my girl, man. But Mina, I don't know, man. I don't know. This was a fantastic match. All right. Lyra Valkyria is she's slowly starting to grow on me. All right. Keep your mind out of the gutters. She is, So she's technically very good in the ring, is Valkyria. All right. And being in the ring with someone like Iyo Sky is only going to help. Is just going to help improve on that. But it's her gimmick. It's Lyra's gimmick. I don't know if it's just because she's a babyface. I don't know if it's, there is nothing about her gimmick that interests me at all. Absolutely nothing. You know, I'm always one to put the wrestling first and then everything else afterward, because I think how you perform in the ring is the most important part. And Valkyria, she has it in the ring. No one can take that from her. All right. She is very, very good between those ropes. But my God, man, she's like the Ricochet of the women's division. I mean, it's just when you put a mic in front of her, it's oh my God, run. It is so bad. She needs some kind of gimmick. She needs some kind of improvement on the promo ability. And I say that she needs this stuff because she is so good in the ring. If she's this good in the ring, and if she could nail her gimmick, she'd have it all. She'd have it all. But man, everything outside of her ring work is just so unappealing. If I'm trying to put it nicely, it is very unappealing. So they've given her some pretty solid wins since her call up, but at this moment in this time, she falls to Iyo Sky with a crucifix driver, man. It seems like they're gonna do something with Iyo here. Iyo is becoming how do you call it? Unhinged is Iyo. You know? Iyo is also lacking in the promo department, but the difference between Iyo and Valkyria is Iyo has a severe language barrier. All right. And that's not uncommon. We've seen, you know, quite a few stars come over and try to pick up English as their second language or even a third at times. And that really has a issue that really prevents them from excelling to further heights because of the promo department. But it's understandable. I don't understand why Valkyria can't connect on the microphone, man. It's just about, you know, I've heard wrestlers talk about this in the past where sometimes some acting classes can help. You know, it might sound generic or weird or ridiculous, but sometimes legitimate acting classes can help you in the promo department with your character development and everything else. And Valkyria may be someone who can benefit from that. You know, because the in-ring work is there. But at the end of the day, you need to make the crowd care about you. You need to make the crowd give a shit about you. And at this moment, I've not seen too many people who actually give a shit about Valkyria. And they've all said the same thing. She's just boring. She's very vanilla. She's uninteresting. And the gimmick is just not there. So, I don't know. But she falls to Iyo on this one. After the match, Damage Control blindsides Valkyria. And they beat her down until Katana Chance and Kaden Carter make the save. Iyo backs Damage Control off. Iyo, man, I wonder what they're going to do with her now. They just took the title off of her, but now they're going to build her back up. I wonder what's going on with Iyo. We shall see. We're in the Judgment Day locker room. Finn Balor and JD McDonough roll up, talking strategy with Carlito, while Dominic contemplates his life. Poor Dominic. Poor Dominic. He has the worst dilemma in wrestling history. This guy is trying to figure out what he's going to do to get Liv Morgan off of his ass because he is with Rhea Ripley. That poor guy. What is Dominic packing, bro? I'm just saying. I'm wondering what this guy... Look, no Diddy. No Diddy. But he got to be rolling with something to have two of the hottest women in the company about ready to go to blows over him. That's crazy, man. That's nuts. That is nuts. What happens? They come back from commercial break and we get Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, the superheroes. Can somebody riddle me this, please? I need someone to help me out with this little dilemma I'm having. Can someone please explain to me what exactly is it? What exactly is it that makes Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill superheroes? I'm trying to figure this out. Michael Cole loves to refer to them as the superhero-like. What does that mean? Why are these two women superheroes? Every week they keep telling me that this is what they are. Every week I keep wondering, why are they superheroes? I don't know. We get a recap of Sami Zayn and Chad Gable, one of the most interesting storylines going on in the company right now. Miz is backstage looking for R-Truth, but runs into Sami. Sami says he hasn't seen him. And Miz is worried about Truth being left on his own. Because for some reason, R-Truth just can't be left on his own. My God. They have superhero-looking bodies. They are pro wrestlers. They are pro wrestlers in a company of other pro wrestlers who all have muscles. What makes these women superheroes? Don't know. You tagged me on something on Twitter. All right, cool. I'll take a look at it, man, after the show, man. Right, let me take a look at it right now. Oh, I can't take it. Yes, I can. I'll take a look at it right now. I'm sure this is very, very pertinent and important. So let's see. Okay. All right, that's not necessarily pertinent or thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. All right. So, again, I don't know why they're superheroes, but anyway. The camera follows Sami Zayn. He runs into Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa. These guys, the Chad Gable, for some reason, consistently makes his Alpha Academy looks like a bunch of just secondhand nobodies. And yet, for some reason, they stick around and enjoy it. Not quite sure. He asked about Maxine's ankle and how she is, and she says she's been better, but she's all right. Sami apologizes for his part in it and everything else, and Michael Cole keeps saying that these guys have Stockholm Syndrome. You know, that is a real thing. A very, very real thing. So why they keep trying to force it into this storyline, I'm not too sure. But I'm sure for some people who've gone through that for real, are probably not enjoying that. But apparently that's why they're still hanging out with Gable, because they have Stockholm Syndrome. Otis says he lost it and he doesn't want it to happen again. Sami says he doesn't have to explain and he's sympathetic, but he doesn't understand why he puts up with Gable. You know, week after week, they continue to put up with Gable and everything else. Sami says he's more than a nothing because, you know, Otis said he would feel like he was nothing. Sami says, that's not true. You're more than nothing. You're this, you're that. It's giving him the pep talk, You're great, Otis. Let me tell you what I'm worried about with this storyline. It feels like at some point, maybe even at the pay-per-view this weekend, it feels like at some point they are going to go ahead and do the full turn with Otis, right? We know it's coming. We're all waiting for that big pop. And Otis will be babyface again. Let me ask you guys something. Then what? Then what? What happens with Otis once he turns babyface? Once he has his match with Chad Gable? Once he finally defeats Gable? Then what? Otis is going to fall off like a ton of bricks, man. He's not going to the main event scene. He's always going to be a mid-carder. They fired his tag team partner years ago. What's going to happen with Otis? I don't see this leading to anything in the long run. But we'll see. Maybe Papa H has something up his sleeve. I don't know. I just don't see it. So, we get the Latino World Order coming out to the ring. We get Braun Strowman and the Latino World Order versus Carlito in the Judgment Day. This was a match. I mean, it feels like these people have all been feuding together for quite some damn time, and it's starting to just get a little stale to me. It's just starting to get stale to me. I don't understand why they can't get over this. I don't know. McDonough runs away from Strowman, as usual. Carlito runs in behind him. Braun throws him to the corner. Mysterio tags in. I mean, it feels so redundant. This whole revolving door of LWO and Judgment Day and everything else. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, where are we going with this? What is the end game here? Where are we going with these same individuals constantly going at it with each other? This match goes into a commercial break. Come back and they're still at it, More of the same. Zelina Vega tries to get involved. She gets on the apron, as usual. Zelina Vega, she fails to leave. She gets up on the apron, right? Mysterio tells her that she can't be there, and she tries and fails to get her to leave until Zelina Vega blasts her off the apron into Dominic's lap. So that was Liv. So Liv came out and tried to get involved, and then she get blasted by Vega, and then Vega fell right onto Liv and right into Dominic's lap. How convenient. Poor Dominic. Now he has Liv straddled on top of him. That poor guy. She fills him up until Vega pulls her off, and then they brawl. Zelina Vega does not even want Liv on top of Dom. Does Vega want some of Dom too? Does Vega want some Dom too? Probably not. But I wouldn't doubt it, though, man. It seems like everybody else wants it. Braun Strowman and the LWO win by pinfall. I don't want to say who cares, but in a way, who cares? I mean, it just feels like that they've drugged this out. And it's just more of the same. So, I don't know. We get back from commercial break. Iyo Sky is, she's just freaking out backstage with Damage Control. Dakota Kai asks her what's going on, to which she says she took care of it before. She keeps screaming and says Damage Control has to change. I'm not sure what this means. I'm not sure where they're going with this. I'm not sure what's going on with Iyo, but we'll wait and see. Sami Zayn comes out, gets on the mic, and again, speaking of repetitive things, I mean, I guess I understand that they're trying to get this to the pay-per-view, but this is just more of the same thing. This seems like this is the same spot that they come out. Sami Zayn comes out, talks about how he's tired of Chad Gable, and then the Alpha Academy comes out with Chad Gable, and then they tease that they're going to turn on Chad, and then they don't. And then Otis just ends up just clocking Sami Zayn again, being sorry about it. I feel like they've done this about 3 to 4 weeks in a row now. It is just more of the same. But then, so this one we get Otis versus Sami. Sami wins by pinfall with a haluva kick because Gable gets on the apron and starts distracting Otis. That's how that match ends. But after the match, Gable attacks Sami, beats him down while Tozawa and Maxine check on Otis. Chad kicks them out of the ring, says, "Get out of my ring," and kicks Otis to get up and help him beat up Sami. He orders Otis around and slaps him in the mouth a few times, but Otis isn't going anywhere. Sami gets to his feet, and then Chad sidesteps a running Otis, who then lays out Sami again. World's Strongest Slam, and Otis looks completely dejected. He turns to a smiling Gable, and, this is just more of the same. Miz is looking for R-Truth backstage, asking Sonya Deville and Natalya, have they seen him? Truth leaves a room and says they have a tag team title match tonight. Miz is like, what the fuck? How? Who? Where? What are you talking about? Truth says they're wrestling the APA, Farouk and Bradshaw. It wasn't the APA. It was AOP, because once again, Truth is stupid. He says a fortune teller told him this. So Scarlett Boudreaux. We get the superheroes coming out. Bianca and Jade. Still don't know why they're superheroes. I would love for anyone to help explain that to me. That'd be fantastic, man. And because they have muscles is not a reason to be called a superhero. Just wondering. Asking for a friend. Let's see. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are interviewed in Gorilla. They talk about what a big deal it is to challenge for the tag team titles in their home country and how they're going to win their match tonight. Spoiler alert. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Spoiler alert, things don't quite go the way that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn would like. Shayna Baszler wins by referee stoppage with a care through the clutch. They get choked the fuck out, basically. We get a Bron Breakker hype package. I am loving the presentation of Bron Breakker. Loving it. We get Bron Breakker versus Ilja Dragunov. Fantastic match here. This is good shit. More Bron Breakker versus Ilja Dragunov. This is fantastic stuff, man. Bron Breakker definitely has future of the company vibes written all over him. Ilja Dragunov seems to me is going to be a forever workhorse. Meaning he'll be up there with the top echelon of guys putting on fantastic matches. But I don't see him winning the big one. I sincerely don't. Not that he's not worthy of it, But it's just he's just not as mainstream or marketable or as over as any of the other guys who would be up there in that category. Sucks for Dragonov. But as far as in-ring work goes, the guy is triple S tier, bro. The guy is so good. So good. Bron Breakker can learn a lot from Ilja Dragunov, man. Fantastic stuff. This match goes into a commercial break. And these guys are going at it back and forth. Ilja is hitting him with the lariat. Another one. And then Constantine special. I mean, it's just so good. But while pressing the advantage, Bron clutches his knee. And Dragunov comes off the top with a senton. So close with that pin. Big lariat. Gets a knee. H-bomb connects. To the floor they go. Bron throws Ilja around while referee counts. Ramming Ilja into the post. They get back inside. They get back on the floor. They go back and forth. But Dragunov was just in too much pain. And he just couldn't take it anymore. Bron Breakker wins with the spear. This was a fantastic match, man. Can't stress that enough. I want to see these guys do this more. Back in the Judgment Day clubhouse, the Judgment Day is getting all of the TV time here, man. Judgment Day and Liv Morgan. They get all the TV time, man. Sheamus and Drew are popping off backstage, talking about banger after banger and grabbing some pints, you know, after Clash at the Castle, all that good stuff. Drew says he better bloody be there when he wins because they're going to be slam back some pints. You know, banger after banger. He said, if you win the King of the Ring, if you win Money in the Bank, bro, this is what Drew says. If you win Money in the Bank, just give me a heads up when you want to cash in. Don't be blindsiding me, man. And then Sheamus like, bruh, don't worry about it. Bruh, I got you. Huh? Sheamus isn't going to win, though. Sheamus is not going to win Money in the Bank. So we get Authors of Pain, Akam and Rizara versus the Awesome Truth for the Tag Team Championships. I got to tell you, I have not enjoyed one single Awesome Truth match. Probably ever. Am I the only one? Am I the only one? Chat, let me know. If you are out there right now watching, have you ever enjoyed an Awesome Truth match? Ever? I have not. I cannot think of one match they have had that I was like, oh man, I gotta watch this. Miz and R-Truth. Can't be me, man. Awesome Truth wins by pinfall with a schoolboy pin from the Miz onto Akam. Absolutely boring to me. Who cares about AOP? I kind of like AOP. I like the original inception of AOP without Cross, the NXT version. But even the version we get now, I don't mind them as much. They come off as a legitimate, real tag team, a real threat of an actual tag team to me, unlike Miz and R-Truth. Ricochet is helping Ilja Dragunov out of the arena when Bron Breakker attacks because he's not done with Dragunov for some reason. He still hates Ilja Dragunov. All right, and then Ricochet makes a brave effort to defend him, but Bron overwhelms him both, and then he just proceeds to beat the crap out of Ricochet. Bron Breakker takes Ricochet, and he just long darts him into the damn side of the truck, which at that point, Ricochet fell like a ton of goddamn bricks. Ricochet hit the ground, hard. After he got tossed into that truck, man, that was insane. But he wasn't done. Because then he took him and he power slammed him off of some steps onto the windshield of a car. Real glass. I wonder if this pissed Punk off. We know how much Punk does not like real glass. Did Punk go backstage and get in Triple H's face and tell him, you better do something or else? Did Punk call up Triple? Did this piss off Punk like it pissed him off when Jack Perry did it? Or was it okay then? You know, Punk has to walk on eggshells, man. He can't do what he wants now. He has nowhere else to go. It's like Drew said, they're making this shit very clear in promos, too. They know you have nowhere else to go. You better be a good little boy. Fall in line. Because you have nowhere else to go, bruh. Nowhere else to go. So, after all of that, they show Ricochet being loaded into an ambulance. You know, he's destroyed. In case anyone is unaware, Ricochet is absolutely, definitely leaving WWE. And he is presumably assumed to be going to AEW. We're not sure. But Will Ospreay has teased a reunion, so that's why everybody is talking about potentially going to AEW. We get Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. Damn good match. Drew McIntyre, fantastic in-ring worker. Finn Balor, we all know Balor's pedigree. Do not need to go over how fantastic Finn Balor is. This match was great. Nothing special about it. It is what it is. Drew McIntyre ends up winning. And that means that the Judgment Day are banned from ringside. Want to know what I think is going to happen at the end of this match? Judgment Day is banned from ringside. But remember, Carlito is not actually officially in Judgment Day yet, right? So Carlito comes out. Carlito comes out and helps Drew McIntyre. He helps Damian Priest. But there's a wild card here. Does CM Punk show up? Does CM Punk show up and screw over Drew McIntyre yet again? Shall see. So between Carlito and Punk, there is just no way at all that Damian Priest leaves Clash at the Castle without his world title. That's it for the show, man. That's it for the show. Decent show, nothing crazy. It was a go-home show. They got some stuff out of the way as far as advancing to the pay-per-view and trying to get you interested. Nothing crazy, but not a boring show by any means. What did you guys think? What did you guys think of the show? Let's see. Let's start with Dixie Normus with the $1.99. Super Chat says, the insistence placating Nabagoga never understood. What? The insistence placating Nabagoga never understood. Thank you so much, Dixie, for the $1.99 super chat. I agree. What? I agree. I kid. Thank you so much, man. Thomas with the $5 super chat says, hi, Jesse. Well, Bianca is like Superwoman. The EST and Jade looks like Storm from X-Men. That's my take on why WWE calls them superheroes. So let's break this down. Bianca is like Superwoman. Why is Bianca like Superwoman? Why they call her superhero-like. So saying she's like Superwoman is just literally repeating what they said. All right. Jade looks like Storm from X-Men. I mean, sure. I can see that. That's why they're superhero-like. I guess, man. That's a stretch. It just seems like they're just pushing a narrative just because they wanted to make it up like a marketing thing. You know what I'm saying? These women are superhero-like. Why? I would just love for Michael Cole to tell me why they're superhero-like. Do either of them possess any kind of magical powers? And if so, what are they? Because we know Jade Cargill's magical power is not wrestling. All right, that ain't it. Bianca can go. Bianca can go in the ring. Bianca can go in the ring enough for both of them. She easily makes up for what Jade lacks in the ring. I just don't understand why they're considered superheroes. It just seems like a moniker that they want to push just for marketing reasons. And that makes me fall out of love with them as far as the gimmick and what they're doing. I think Jade will be fine. They got her partner with the right person. As long as they continue her training, she seems like she's definitely interested in getting better. She's definitely into improving her craft, and she's working at it. All right, she is definitely better than what she started, but it just seems like she's not necessarily where she needs to be right now, especially to be labeled as a damn superhero. That is the part that baffles me quite a bit. Guys, that is the end of today's show. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me, man. I know most of you are tired. It's almost midnight here, Central Time, so it's after midnight for those of you on the East Coast. I'm still trying to find out if those damn poisonous murder spiders are still flying around in New York. Y'all not telling me shit, which leads me to believe that there's still a problem. And if they still there, I don't want to be there. I'm going to stay right here where the cicadas are. I mean, they're annoying as shit, but they're not poisonous. So I don't know what's going on over there. Guys, thank you so much. It has been great. I will see you guys on Saturday, man. I'm definitely going to do a watch along. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm going to do a live watch along for Clash at the Castle. Have not done one in a while. I think it's long overdue. So let's do that. Let's get into a live watch along. That is today's show. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't let them bug you. Oh, Thomas, you are not funny. You are not funny. Man. Anyways, I will see you guys Saturday. Thank you guys so much. Once again, my name is Jesse, a.k.a. your very own one and only Chi-Town Spark, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Peace.
Saw the light of the earth and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, that might get a bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you the flux. Big dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? All over the world it's the same old thing. Psychodrama, fluctuating. My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. See, I'm into mayhem. When I play, hear the shrieks of havoc, and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do thinking. In the motherfucking words of the rap, floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking chick, here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books, I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.